Gee, sometimes you gotta lose to win.
Damn it! What the hell?
Time for the Charlie Wilcox show.
That's not right.
You got any idea what these cars are worth? 30,000 bucks. You got any idea what we're gonna do to you if we find one itty-bitty scratch on them? Any idea?
Let me guess. You're gonna pound my face, break every bone in my body, then you're gonna drag me across the gravel road and feed my remains to a warthog. Is that about right?
What are you, nuts? This is the 90s. We're gonna sue you. We're gonna get you for willful destruction of property.
Yeah.
Mental anguish.
That's getting it to him.
Loss of work hours. We get through with you, you ain't gonna have a dime left to your name.
You'll be hearing from our attorney.
What kind of...
When I buy something, I don't mind spending more for quality, but I expect to get what I pay for. Fix the master bathroom, put in a whirlpool. Next thing I know, I come home, there's a stain on the ceiling in the family room, a pool of water on the floor. Major ceiling repairs, major plumbing repairs. All this because of a contractor who doesn't know how to do his job. Now, I can't even get him to return my phone calls anymore. Of course I wanted to sue.
I'm a tolerant person, and I've tried to be a good neighbor to the Stevens. And believe me, it hasn't been easy with those 3 kids in and out of our yard all the time. But this business with the dogs, this is the last straw. I've had to call the police twice because of the racket over there. My husband says we should talk to our lawyer.
It was a really difficult divorce. After I moved out, Lindsay and I were fighting on the phone about every little thing. We couldn't even agree about how to split up the house plans, let alone who is going to get custody of Rachel and Brenna.
These people could petition the courts to hear their cases, but courts may not be the cheapest, fastest, or even the best place to resolve these kinds of problems. I'm Phil Ponce. In this program, we're going to take an in-depth look at mediation, a process that helps people reach their own resolutions to disputes instead of having decisions imposed on them by the courts. Mediation is one of a wide range of dispute resolution processes. However, it may not be the answer to every situation. Cases such as those involving serious criminal activities known as felonies or public policy issues like civil rights may need to be heard by a judge in a court of law. But many cases traditionally handled by the courts may be better suited to other methods of dispute resolution, such as mediation. Included are minor criminal actions or misdemeanors, landlord-tenant problems, disputes between neighbors, juvenile matters such as delinquency, consumer complaints, and major business disputes, as well as personal battles over child custody and visitation. The field of dispute resolution is growing as people seek to avoid expensive and lengthy litigation, and more importantly, to find better and self-created solutions to conflicts. Our overburdened courts are also looking for positive ways to ease their caseloads so that they can deal with those cases best suited to the litigation process. Today, there are hundreds of dispute resolution organizations throughout the country. Some operated by the courts, some run as not-for-profit community organizations, some are for-profit ventures, which are typically used by corporate clients. Mediation, which takes place in accessible locations like this one, is the fastest growing method of dispute resolution and the one that most of us with everyday legal problems may encounter. At one point or another, we've probably all been involved in some type of mediation, whether it's negotiating an agreement with two teenagers about who's going to use the family car, or ironing out conflicts between rival departments at work. Though the practice of mediation may differ from organization to organization, mediation is always defined as the act of bringing disputants together with a neutral third person who assists them in reaching a voluntary agreement that satisfies both parties. The parties to the dispute, known as the disputants, work together to seek a viable, mutually agreeable solution to the issue at hand. Disputants may engage in mediation voluntarily or may be ordered to participate by the courts. In either case, the mediator is a neutral third party who facilitates the process